We've had some incredible comedians on the 306, and today, one of the best in Canadian history is coming back to Saskatchewan.
I've been all across Canada. I went to Saskatchewan. Have you been there? Jeez. Oh, yeah. You seen it on the map? It's the one with the 2 straight lines. It's like at the end, someone went, okay, shut up, we'll put it in. Nothing in Saskatchewan. It's flat. You can see for miles. My buddy lives there, poor bastard. His wife left him. He saw her walking away for 5 days.
Yes, we all know that to be true. And I grew up to that voice sitting on my living room carpet watching Just for Laughs. And there is no mistaking that voice for anyone else. Jeremy Hotz is bringing his 10th national tour to Saskatoon and Regina. It's titled Trés, Misérables. And Jeremy Hotz joins us right now. Good afternoon, Jeremy.
That's funny. That's really funny. You go lying on your carpet. You paint a nice picture there of Canada back in the 90s.
One of those big old bubble TVs for sure.
Oh, yeah. They were heavy, huh, when you had to move those?
That's right. That's right.
They should have come with wheels already stuck in the bottom of them, those things. They should have. Seriously. Those things were, yeah. Well, and then TVs went to like way bigger, but now they weigh about as much as those square ones did. That's all.
That's right. Jeremy, do you still have a buddy living here in Saskatchewan?
No. I think he finally walked in the other direction. Yeah, that put me and Saskatchewan both on the map at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
That whole thing lit us both up, So I thought that Saskatchewan would be like all mad at me, for doing, but no, they totally embrace it and they come and see me and they think it's fantastic.
Well, that's part of our unofficial slogan. It's hard to spell but easy to draw.
There it is. That should be on the license plate, because you can see the license plate from very far away.
Jeremy, the tour is titled Trés Misérables. Are you a fan of Les Mis?
No, I'm just very miserable. So I put Trés Mis because I hate musicals. So all musicals make me miserable. It was a perfect match for me. That's all.
Well, I wanted to ask because, your onstage mannerisms and the title of the show would make people to believe that you're very miserable. But I actually met you on the street in Regina probably about 15 years ago, and you were very, very nice. Which one is closer to the real life Jeremy Hotz?
Well, I'm not doing stand-up, so I'm okay when you see me in real life. I walk around the street like a regular person, and then when I got to do stand-up, I turn into the real Jeremy comes out. Is what you see. I'm much better when I don't have a job. Once you add the job thing,
it's stressful even for a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to look at if I have to get off the couch, I'm immediately disappointed right away.
Your dog's got to make you a little less miserable.
They've added him and said, hey, look at this cute face. You can't be miserable with this little thing around. And yet I find a way.
Tell me about, is it Shackleton or Shack? Which does it prefer?
We all call him Shaq, but it's short for Shackleton, the explorer guy that led all those people into the Arctic. And then he got lost, and then he miraculously led them out, and nobody died. And somehow he's a hero. I don't get that story.
Is there something deeper than
the wrong way to start the whole thing? He's responsible. How does responsible turn into hero?
Is there something deeper to that name than Jeremy? Has Shaq helped lead you out of anything?
Well, when he was a puppy, he would get out of the box and just start running around exploring, and the other ones didn't move. But he was already up and going and looking for food. Food is what he was looking for. He's a pig, that dog. He's half pig, half dog. I think he's got a bit of pug in him because I've never seen such a pig.
He's what, a Chihuahua?
He's a long-haired Chihuahua, purebred. Who knew that even existed? Until I got one. Nobody.
Are you bringing Shaq to Saskatchewan for the shows?
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to bring him. The fans would kill me if I showed up. He's more popular than me. What are you talking about?
Tell
My
me,
God, they come to see Shaq. He's got his own shirt, this dog, you know?
tell me about that.
He's about as famous as, you ever watch Dateline?
A
You
little
know the
bit.
wrinkly guy?
Yeah.
He's as famous as that guy.
What has it been like doing your comedy show after all these years by yourself? Now you have your dog with you.
It's a bit better when you know, because you got somebody to talk to, and people don't think you're talking to yourself the whole time, but you really are.
Jeremy, do you live in West Hollywood?
Yes, so I didn't get burned. If I was just in regular Hollywood, I had a chance, but it stopped right there. Like there was like a wall or something. I got really, really lucky, and then nothing bad happened. So I'm sitting in my house right now.
Yeah, I was wondering, what was that like?
It wasn't good because you could look up at the mountain and see the fire and go, hey, how long does it take for it to come down, and then burn my whole house down? And then look back up and go, I don't know. That's what happened.
So
That's what's going on.
What did you do? Did you just stay in your home and hope for the best?
Packed a bag
Yeah.
and a suitcase, and the plan was to drive up to Hermosa Beach, which is the beach. So there's water there. That's what I thought, you know. So go to the water. So then, and then you wait for them to call to go get out of here to get the notification. And we got the be prepared notification, and then never evacuate. We never got that one.
Well,
Except the next day at 3:00 in the afternoon, but they sent that one by mistake to everybody.
It's been a wild run for you during this tour. Obviously, the fires when you kicked things off in Canada, and then I believe the tour started 3 days before President Trump was inaugurated.
I never call him that. I don't. I just call him Trump.
Has Trump affected your touring at all?
Yes. The TV taping for the Halifax Comedy Festival that I did, where I totally crushed, that was going to help promote these shows, was preempted because he had to talk about his stupid tariffs and all this other garbage to nobody that gave a crap what he was talking about anyway. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things on the page going, I can't believe I turned on Looking for You, and then I saw that piece of crap. Like, Canada hates his guts. It's amazing. They can't stand him. It's fantastic. I think they hate him more than Trudeau, and that's saying something.
Well, Trudeau's on his way out now.
Yeah, so now they love him. That's Canada. Huh? Once you resign, they get behind you. Then his poll numbers went up. As soon as he resigned, he became extremely popular.
Jeremy, what is it like being a Canadian, and I would assume a very proud one already, just from your previous shows and the way you're talking now? What's it like as a Canadian living in the United States these days?
It's shocking because they're not us. They just look like us, right? And sound like us, and then the stuff they do, completely un-Canadian. That's what they do. Completely what you would never do. You know, that's what I always think of, the opposite, and then it happens. They can't get an election right. They can't vote for the right person on American Idol, let alone a legitimate election.
Has this forced you to tweak the show at all? Because I'm guessing you have this beautiful show, Trés Misérables, and then all of this stuff is happening. Like, are you forced to adjust things?
I do it that anyway. I'm not, I don't really work from a book. Like, I know a lot of guys go out and do the same stuff in a row, and God bless them. But first of all, I can't remember it. To do it in a row like that, I would never do that. And second of all, it's not a play. That would be incredibly boring thing to watch. My show changes from show to show every time. I'm hearing a lot of it for the first time too.
So are you happy to be coming back to Canada then? I guess
Yes. Now that it warmed up, what's the temperature like today? Is it still like minus 74?
No. We've been going back and forth actually, so it should be around zero. I'm guessing by the time you arrive here.
So up zero is freezing. So above. Okay. So then yes. Okay.
Not hot, but not too cold.
Well, not minus 57 or something.
Not at
So,
all. No.
okay.
Well, I think
And what about Winnipeg? That's the other place. You see, they put me in the really cold places right at the end.
we don't acknowledge
They
Winnipeg
clean up.
here in Saskatchewan, Jeremy.
What?
We don't acknowledge Winnipeg in Saskatchewan, Jeremy.
Why? Because you play football against them in the tiny Canadian Football League that has like 9 teams?
Correct.
I knew it. I knew that's what it was about. It's about the Canadian Football League, where if you miss a field goal, they give you a point anyway because they feel sorry for you.
Correct.
It's a ridiculous league. My God.
Hey, the Rough Riders lost a game because of that this season.
See? It's a stupid thing. And if it hits the upright, it's a dead ball. You get nothing. And that's closer than missing completely. Explain that to me. Explain that to me, CFL. I got 3 new letters for you. DUH. Duh.
Jeremy, before I let you go, are you sad or are you relieved to be coming to the end of this tour?
I'm happy. I'm closing it in Saskatchewan, you know?
You're closing it in Winnipeg.
Well, Winnipeg, yeah. The last one's at the casino, but I get to play the Frankenstein slot machine. I like that because when you win, which is very rare on that machine, he yells this, "It's alive!" And then I laugh. That's all I want to hear. I just want to hear the guy yell, "It's alive." That's why I play.
Well, Jeremy, thanks for making us laugh and have a great pair of shows here.
Thanks, guys.